I don't care how long this takes, I'm gonna make it.
Several hundred anglers competing and only 12 spots are available.
I'm trying to prove that I can compete at the highest level.
There is no room for error in the Bassmaster Opens.
If I have one bad day on the water, you know, this could all be over for the year.
Any of these types of series, you have to be consistent.
Faith in yourself, faith in your decisions.
You have to work every day to hone your instincts.
Going out and finding the 5 biggest bass in that lake.
You know, we really, really want a chance to chase those blue trophies, but first we have to get there. Just out here rigging, day before the tournament. Got the rules meeting coming up in an hour and ready to get all dialed here, get a few rods relined, and hopefully go out and catch the heck out of them tomorrow.
Overall, feeling pretty good. Figured out a little something yesterday, figured out a way to get some bites. We'll see if it holds up.
So we'll probably have 8 or 10 rods on the deck, or weapons, as I'd like to call them, and I'll probably use 2 or 3 of the rods primarily, but we'll have a few different things rigged up in case you come across a different situation, like a mat you want to punch or something that looks right. You got to have different tools for the right stuff.
The fish are on the move right now, water's warming up. You know, I think I'm in the areas where the fish are, and just gonna go out and do what I know how to do and try to get a few bites tomorrow.
Joel always says you just got to go outfish people around you, and this is one of those ones that's setting up exactly like that. You just got to outfish the guys around us. So here's a scoop of the Bassmaster Opens. 2 divisions, 4 tournaments in each division. And you got a point system for each of those deals. And here's the deal. So there's 4 spots up for grabs in the Eastern Bassmasters, and there's 4 spots up for grabs for the Elite Series in the Central Bassmaster Opens. Then they did something cool this year, and there are 4 spots available for if you fish all 8. So there's a total of 12 spots for the Elite Series available. We found out at the meeting today there's 56 people that are trying to do all 8 to make the Elite Series. So I think with the size of the field and the quality of anglers we have this year, I'm thinking more like a top 40 average is going to be able to get us in there. So, you know, 160 points, 320. So about 700 and maybe, or I'm sorry, 660-ish points, I think, is what it's going to take to make the Elite Series. And then we've got the wild card of, you know, could you make it by fishing all 8? You know, if you do bomb a tournament in one of the series, you've still got the ability to make it through all 8, and that's probably going to be closer to maybe, I'm thinking 1,200, 1,250 points.
So everybody's going out, everybody's gonna be working their tail off tomorrow at this tournament and throughout the year. But everybody obviously wants to get on to a good start, and everybody's working super hard this week to get to where they need to be to start the year off strong. I'm trying to prove that I can sell. I have one bad day on the water. Your instincts.
Your champion on the BassPro.com Bassmaster Eastern Open, Kissimmee Chain of Lakes, Kissimmee, Florida.
Day 1 Bassmaster Open. We got here about 2 hours before we're going to launch.
Just got launched, sitting here, waiting on my co-angler.
Everything's ready. We're dialed. I love getting here early in the morning.
Weighing in at 3:30, flight number 3.
Super excited to get the season started. Going to make a long run this morning.
I'm going to have a little bit shorter day, which means I'm going to have a longer day tomorrow where we flip-flop, ready to get after.
Just need to get one big bite a day here to do well, and can't wait to see how it goes.
There's Mansfield 129. Joel Willert. Got you, Joel, behind the Phoenix. Start the Phoenix.
Very small.
Yeah. Yeah.
On board.
Yeah.
And these fish that were here may have pushed in. There's a boat up there. There's somebody. There it is. Oh, no, I didn't have my drag set. No! I can't believe I just did that. So there's just a little clump of pads right here. If you would let me fish them, I got a bunch of bites in here. I cannot believe I did that. There he is. No! What in the heck? How does that happen? That's 2 missed fish to start? I mean, what is going on here? This was supposed to be a good day. Maybe she was on a bed in there. There's little isolated pads. There's a staging spot for them. Fish. Number 1. That's 12, isn't it? Yeah. Quick update, 9:30, we got 2 in the box, 13-incher, 16-incher, maybe 3 pounds, 3.5.
Got a limit, got 5 little ones. Just caught one on a chatterbait, probably about 2 pounds, maybe 2.5. We're gonna stick around this area for the next probably hour and a half. We need to get a big bite. I know there's big ones in here. The fish are moving in here. I think they're coming in here to spawn. So we're going to keep just kind of grinding it out here and hoping for a big bite. We'll keep you updated. Yeah, 2-pounder. Just seen him bust some bait out there. I just watched him bust some bait. $52.
52, Joel.
Yep. Thank you,
sir.
Man, had high hopes for today and pretty disappointed in what happened. In the last couple days down in Lake Kissimmee, we had several areas. We're getting 30 bites a day roughly. Thought we were gonna be able to go out and catch 14 to 18 pounds somewhere in there. We also had some other backup stuff, but what happened was in Kissimmee, all the areas we had were clean water. The wind quit blowing and all the dirty water from the lake backfilled into those areas, which we didn't know about. So
started out, had a couple bedfish I was planning on going to, got there. Had a decent boat draw this morning, 52. Thought I was gonna get on some bedfish. I ran to one, there's a guy sitting down on one already. Ran over my other bedfish, and as I pull up, the guy's catching a 5-pounder. So that's how my morning started. I ran around, locked down to Kissimmee, and just struggled. I mean, I caught a handful of fish, but just no good ones. You know, it was some 1.5-pounders, 2-pounders, and that's not gonna cut it down here, but I don't know where I'm sitting right now. I think I had 10 pounds, 10 ounces today. Got to go catch like 14 tomorrow, you know, to get a check and stay up there in the point. So we'll go get her done. I'm going to game plan here, rig a couple rods, and get it done.
So what you're going to see in the footage when you see the clips, you're going to see a fish catch or 2 in the morning, but then I had GoPro issues, so you're not going to see that. What you're not going to see on film, and what we're going to talk about is at about 1 o'clock I had 2 fish in the live well and was having a panic attack, and because of the conditions on Kissimmee, left there Made a decision that salvaged my day, may have salvaged my season. We'll find out. Still got a lot of fishing left to do, but because of the messed up conditions on Kissimmee, I have no idea where I'm going to fish tomorrow. I got a game plan here and rig and figure out where we can go get a big bite, and I got to figure out a way to make it happen. But thank God we salvaged that day at 1:30 and got those bites that we did to get to 10 pounds.
2 days of competition. Remember, these co-anglers are fishing for 3 fish. Our pros for 5. They bring the best ones. Caught throughout the day.
All right, day 2, Bassmaster Open, Kissimmee. Decent start to day 1. Had higher expectations. Could have went a little better, but we're in contention. Need to go find a big bass today. So gonna hunt one. I'm going to take a little bit of a risk doing some things differently than I have to hopes to find 1 or 2 big bites. Need about maybe 14 pounds today to make a check, maybe 18 to make the cut. So it's very doable. Excited to see what we can find swimming around out there. We got warm conditions, so you've always got a chance to catch one when it's warm and been pretty stable like it has been here. The main area we had on Kissimmee is all muddied up. We're definitely not going to go back there. Just don't feel like I can catch big enough bag to make it jump up. So gonna have to take a risk, fish some new water, see what happens. Super excited to see how the day goes. Hopefully we get some big fish catches, and let's go get it.
Decent day yesterday, weighed in 10:10. Man, I'm gonna go do the same thing I did yesterday. I'm around a bunch of fish. I don't know how to get a big bite. I haven't really had a big bite since I've been down here. I know I'm in an area with a bunch of fish. That's all you can do in Florida, as far as I know, is just get around the fish and hope you can get a big bite. Need to go catch about 14 pounds today to get a check. So, you know, again, just hoping to go get that big bite. I mean, that's all I can do. I'm gonna run the same water and, you know, just kind of fish by the seat of my pants. And if I see something that looks good, I'm just gonna run over there and go fish it, and hopefully it works out.
Jerry Goldman Jr. in boat 105. That's a 437, especially 136.
I don't even know if he's gonna measure. He's not. How pathetic is that? Look at that. 12 inches. It's small, but it's 1.
Show deal Shimano's giving them or whatever. So you a part of a group, you might be a part of it. The guy that runs it's from Minnesota. Good job.
Work.
So quick it can happen.
There he is. No! No! That was a freaking good one, dude. How does it come off? No! Braided line swim jig? Just lost like a 3-pounder on a swim jig. No idea why. All right, little midday update. It's 11:40, not having a good day. Have had 4 bites and lost 3 of them. All 3 of them on a swim jig. Probably would have had another 7 pounds or so, maybe 8 pounds in the live well. Just got 1 fish. We got a disaster broom, but we're gonna try and salvage it. I'm gonna run down to, I didn't fish Kissimmee much in the afternoon yesterday because of that muddy water, so we're gonna run down to some areas where we got those bites, see if they're biting better, see if we can salvage the day. Gotta make something happen, so here we go. it bit all morning, and I come here, catch nothing, get bit. This one comes off, I'm giving up the bite. Of course, thinks catch. There we go. Fish number 3, super small. Just dumped a 3-pounder. Dumped another 3-pounder earlier, so this is shaping up to be a what could have been, but we still got time. We can still make it happen. We're going to try real hard here to get a few more bites. Hey, it wasn't pretty, but it's number 5. Still bummed I missed those 2 other 3-pounders, but hey, we've got time. They're biting. I've got a little tiny stretch here that I've caught a couple good ones in, so I'm hoping I can upgrade a few and save the season here. So still rolling, got 5. Hopefully we can get a couple more big ones.
All right, guys, 120. Finally just got my limit. Been just struggling all morning. I thought we were gonna come out here and really catch them. I mean, caught them real good yesterday, and I thought we'd pull up to our spot and just catch them, and never did. Never got a bite until about 11 o'clock when I pulled back in here. My co-angler here, he caught a probably 6.5 or a 7-pounder this morning behind me on a weightless Senko wacky rig, but he caught another one back in there. He's got his limit now, so we're good to go. I'm gonna fish around here just a little bit longer. We're gonna go try to find a real big one. Catch up with you guys later.
All right, everybody, update. Broke down with motor trouble. We're not able to make it back to the weigh-in, but my co-angler was able to leave with another boater that was nice enough to stop and pick me up. So one of the best part about the sport is everybody kind of gets everybody's back, and was able to bring my fish in. So my fish are gonna get weighed. I'm not gonna have a great finish in this tournament, but you know, happy to get my fish weighed and get as many points as I can and get out of here and get to Texas. So we're trolling back in. It's gonna be a couple hours till we make it to the Port Steakhouse where we've been launching, and Kelly, my wife's in town, made it. She's gonna bring all the truck down to pick me up there. So very blessed to be able to get off the water safely here, even though we got problems, and that's a wrap.
What do you got?
174.
174. Thanks, Joel.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's a wrap. First tournament of the year's over with. Didn't go great. Finished up somewhere around like 118th, so I was able to get 80 points. You know, really what I'm looking for is 150 points or better, so I'm gonna have to scramble the rest of the year to make a comeback from that, but still very doable. The fun part about the Opens is for the Easterns, you know, we still got a chance for the next 3 tournaments to make the Bassmaster Classic, which is going to be something we'll be fishing for. Next tournament of the year is going to be a little bit of a break. We're not coming back till April, and we go down to Texas to Louisville Lake for the first Central. So going to be very important to get off to a good start there. Since we didn't get off to a great start here, we need to take one of those top 40s or top 12s and give us a chance in the Essentials to be able to make the Elite Series.
Finish up tournament in 79th place. After day 1, I had 10 pounds, 10 ounces, was actually sitting at 79th. I thought the weights were going to drop a little bit. It's just kind of a Florida thing where people go out and smash them day 1, they go back, and it's hard to, you know, duplicate those big bites. But the guys caught them. Even guys that, you know, didn't catch them very good the first day, made adjustments, caught them really good the second day. Weights actually went up just a little bit. I ended up finishing in 79th, had 1 more ounce than I did the first day. I had 10-11 on day 2, finished up in 79th out of 225 boats. You know, there's things I look back that I wish I probably would have done on the water. But overall, it was a great tournament. All my equipment was flawless. You know, I got down here, I got this brand new Phoenix 921 Elite. Had never ran the motor before I got down here to Florida. Broke it in on the water, everything was perfect. All my Humminbirds were working great. All my Shimano, my G Loomis rods and reels were flawless. You know, everything just worked great. My equipment is obviously key to my success out here, and to make sure that all my equipment's dialed and working great is, you know, I couldn't do it without it. So all that was flawless. All I had to do was worry about going to catch a fish, and you know, it's just that's the way it works. You know, I caught a bunch of fish, but just never got that big bite to really boost me up the leaderboard. And just want to say thank you to all my sponsors. You know, Shimano, G Loomis, Swagger Tungsten, Striker, Humminbird, TH Marine, Phoenix, all, you know, Mercury, all these guys that helped me out
and make sure that I have the best equipment out there.
Also had a little bit of bad luck besides the missed fish in this tournament. On day 2, I had a pretty critical thing happen. On my way back from Kissimmee, I had a limit for 8 pounds and had a big fish area where I missed one on a swim jig in the morning, and I wanted to go fish those fish, flip some arrowheads. I knew I had a chance at catching a big one in this area where I got that bite. I think they were in there spawning on them. And as I'm coming through hatch, I stopped to make a few casts with a chatterbait on a shell bar slash grass turn that I had found. And when I go to put the motor back in gear, it wouldn't go in gear. So we worked on it for a few minutes, figured out we're stuck, motor's broke down, and we're not going anywhere, and we're a long way from the launch. So luckily we had somebody stop, grab all my fish, grab my co-angler, took everything back to the weigh-in and got my fish weighed, or it would have been a complete wash for the year. If I didn't get those 80 points, it would have been over for the Elite Series, but at least got enough points to have a chance. So grateful. These tournament bass anglers are so good about this. Everybody's looking out for each other. If you need help on the water, you're in trouble, somebody's gonna help you. So got my fish, co-angler back. Another boater on the water, a pontoon came over, saw I was in trouble, actually towed me back to a ramp, which was nice to not have to wait for Joel to get done weighing his fish and come all the way back to tow me. I was able to get towed back to the ramp. My wife, you know, this was kind of funny too. My wife and oldest son, William, were traveling to see us and were waiting back at the weigh-in for me when I got there, and I wasn't able to go see him and weigh my fish in with William and get to do that whole fun experience. So that was a bummer. You know, like I said, this was kind of just a what could have been tournament. I had the bites to do well. I had motor trouble, but it's not totally over. We were able to salvage what we could, and you know, it's just part of it. Stuff's gonna happen. We are really hard on this equipment out there, and it's amazing stuff doesn't happen more often as hard as we are on it. So just grateful that we're safe, grateful that we got in, grateful that we're ready to head back to Kansas and get going, and you know, that's kind of a wrap.